This conference will now be recorded.
So, guys, let's talk about something called Maven. So, what is Maven and why it is used? What is the use of Maven? Okay, so we'll see. Now, think about some scenarios first. For example, here we 5-6 members are here. We all are working on the same project. So, what we will be doing? And for example, we are in different location. Okay, so someone is sitting in India, someone is sitting in US, someone is sitting in Singapore, and different location. We all are working on some project or same project. We all are working. Okay, so this is person one, and this is person two. This is three. For example, consider all of us are working on the same project, but our locations are different, or maybe locations are same, or whatever it is. The reason I wanted to, what I wanted to say is, if the project is big and if there are too many peoples, so it's very difficult to maintain the versions of the jar files. What I'm saying, so if we all are working on some project, what are the things we need? We need to download, WebDriver jar files. We need to download POI jar files. We need to download different third-party jar files, maybe say log4j jar files. We'll talk about log4j also. We need to download test-ng, right? We need to download maybe XSLT, section liaison, and a lot of jar files, right? So basically, all the dependent jar file we all need to download. Now, if there are 2 or 3 members, it's fine. You can manage still. But if it is a big team, it is very difficult to manage same version for all. So what you will do, you will say, for example, I told you to download test-ng. So here we are only 5-6 people. So can you guys ensure that we all are using the same test-ng version? No, right? Riddhi doesn't know what Ankit is using. Ankit doesn't know what Rahul is using and other stuff. Rahul doesn't know what Rohit is using. Okay, and Satish doesn't know what I am using. So you don't know what version we are using. Because I told you this is the way we have to download test-ng and all. We just go ahead and download it. Whatever the latest is picked up. Now, say after 1 month, somebody's you say, for example, Eclipse got crashed. So what you will do? You will download and freshly install Eclipse, and you will again install all the plugins. Same way for WebDriver also. So I'm using 3.11. Maybe another person is using 3.12, another person is using 3.13, 1 or 1.3 or something. So there is a big mismatch. Same here for all, POI version, log4j version, test-ng version, JUnit version. So we all have to use the same version. Because ultimately, if we all are working under same project, ultimately in some centralized repository, we have to merge the project, right? So it's better everyone should be in a sync and use the same version. Because else, whenever you are going to merge, there might be some issue if everyone is using different versions for different jar files. So everyone should make sure that we all are using same versions, same jar files of all the third-party tools. Basically, WebDriver, POI jars, log4j, test-ng, JUnit, XSLT, whatever you are using. So how to do that? How to make sure that we all are using? For 1 or 2 members, it's fine, or 3 members. But if there are 15-20 members, it's difficult. You can't control. Something you are trying with 3.11, something is not working. You downloaded 3.13 and it started working. So you will say, no, it's working in my machine. I don't know why it's not working. So there might be some bug in 3.11. So it's a big problem. But ultimately, when you are going to merge the code, it's not going to work. So you all have to make sure you all are using same version. That can be done with the help of Maven. So what is Maven? Maven is nothing but a centralized repository from where all the versions of each and everything is present. Here you will have all the WebDriver versions. Here you will have all the POI versions. Here you will have all the TestNG versions. Here you will have all the Log4j versions, all the JUnit versions, everything. So you can download from this repository and you can use it. But again, if you download manually, that will be a problem. We will not be downloading manually. What we will do? See, if there are 15 members team, so I'll tell person 1 is responsible to maintain one file. So he will be maintaining one file, and in this file, he will be putting the version number. What are the versions we need to download? He will be sharing this file with all other person, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it will be, communicated to everyone because you cannot download anything manually. To download any versions, you have to use this file. So this file I have to create in such a way, this person will create in such a way that whatever the versions he is specifying, okay, this file is going to download these versions only from this repository, centralized repository, automatically to your system. So basically, you will not be downloading WebDriver manually. Till now, what we are doing? We are going to that website, we are downloading the jars, attaching with our Eclipse. We are going to the website of Apache, we are downloading POI jars, attaching with our Eclipse. That we will not be doing. No one will. So it will be communicated to everyone. You have to use this XML file. This XML file will read what are the versions mentioned here for WebDriver, for POI, or for other stuff, TestNG and all. He will automatically download those versions from the centralized repository and attach it with your project. So you are not downloading manually. And it will be communicated to everyone because you should not update this file. Only one person is responsible to update. So if there we need to change any version in future, only he will come and change and he will share the updated file. Then again, with the help of this file, you can download the latest version from centralized repository. You will automatically download. That is what Maven. Clear? So Maven is mainly to make sure we all are using the same version of each and everything, whatever we are going to use. For that, you need to download Maven and configure it first. So don't worry again, for Maven also I have mine. So don't worry, for Maven also, I have mentioned all the steps. So you go to Google and type download Maven. It's very easy. So see, here you go to Apache web page. From here you can see, different versions are available. You download the zip file. It is going to download the zip file and you have to unzip it. So which I did it already. I downloaded C Apache Maven this. I unzipped it. This is my folder. Okay. So you have to set the environment variable. So copy this path. Set m2.repository. See, I have mentioned m2.home. You have to set it this location. So here you need to do it. Right click on your my PC, go to the properties, then advanced system settings, environment variable. Here you type new. Here you type m2_home. Here you paste it. Okay, so m2_home is nothing but Maven repository. M means Maven. Okay, so you paste the path wherever you have unzipped it. Then you have to set the Java home path, which I believe already is set, in your machines in the Java class itself. Secondly, you have to copy up to bin folder and paste it under the path environment variable. The same thing we did it for AMP also. If you go to up to bin folder, copy this path, then here you path environment variable, edit, new, paste it. So there I paste it up to Maven folder, and here I am pasting up to the bin folder. If you see here I am pasting up to the bin folder. Okay, so anyhow I am not doing it because I have already pasted it here. You can see. Okay, I have already done this. That's it. So I have set this to environment variable. 3 environment variable Java will be already set. Now to check if Maven got installed or not, you have to type this command mvn space -- version. Okay, so let me open the command prompt. Here I am typing mvn space -- version. See, if everything is done properly, you will get this proper version. Here it is. Apache Maven 3.5.0. That is my version. It's showing Maven home path is this one. Java version is this. Java home path is this, and all stuff. If you are not getting an error message, means you know environment variable and everything you set properly. Okay. Now, what you need to do? Basically, going back again here, you have to download all the projects. There are a lot of sample projects in Maven. Okay, so if you go here, if you go Maven repository URL. So this is the URL for Maven repository, ambient-repository.com. So in this URL, they have mentioned all the versions of each and everything, and they have a lot of sample projects. So you have to download those projects. Okay, you have to download those projects. So how to download those projects? You don't have to worry. You just need to type this mvn eclipse generate. Okay, so you go to some particular workspace. You can create some particular workspace Marvin I have created. So I am already under this. Here you have to type the command mvn. Okay, let me copy archetype :generate. mvn archetype :generate. If you hit enter, it is going to download all the lot of stuffs from Maven repository and all the projects. Just hit enter. See, it will start. It is going to download everything, all the dependency files in your system. It is going to take time. For me, it might not take time, but for you, it might take 15 to 20 minutes because he is going to download everything. For me, it's immediately done because I have downloaded already. Now, can you see these are the different projects number? These are different sample project 2198, 2102, 2206, and all this stuff. You have to select some project. Can you see a lot of project number? It will take 15-20 minutes for you. Don't worry. Okay, so you have to give some project number. Anyway, these are all sample project. Give any number. That doesn't make sense. We don't need actually some particular project here. Okay, so I can, he is giving some default project number. You can just hit enter or give the same number. If you hit enter, he is going to download 12200 project. Now, if you hit enter giving the project name, he is showing there are different versions available of this project. Which version you wanted to download? Always better to download the latest version. Okay, so type 7 and hit enter. Now he is asking you, what is the group ID? You have to give some group ID for your project. Okay, it will be later will be used as your package. So I'm writing com dot ICICI bank, for example. Give some group ID. He is asking you what is the artifact ID. Artifact ID means basically nothing but your project. I'm giving my mvn underscore July. Maven underscore August 1, say for example. Today is August 8. August 8. Some project name basically. Hit enter. He's asking you what is the version of your project. You can just give some version or you can skip it. He will take this version automatically. He's saying define value package name .icici.bank.com. So let it be. You don't have to do anything. It will take this. Now he's telling you this is the information he have provided. Your group ID is this, artifact ID is this, version is this, package is this. So normally package we gave the same as group ID. He's saying is it correct or not? Just put yes. Enter. It's downloaded. You will get build success message. We downloaded this project where under your repository. See, can you see? My MVN August 8. If I open it, see there is a SRC folder. Main, Java, com, ICICI Bank, some sample file. We'll see all these things. Here it is important, pom.xml. Remember I told there will be a file where you have to mention all the versions. In this file, they have mentioned what is group ID, artifact ID, and all this stuff. So you don't worry about all these things, all this stuff. Our main focus will be on this one. Dependencies. Here I have to enter all the dependencies. What are the things I need? So by default, when I download Marvin, he will take the dependencies JUnit. You can see there is one tab called dependencies. It will start and it will end here. In between, there are a lot of dependencies. This is one dependency. There might be another dependency. We have to add, and we will be just using this file to, download my jar files. Also, when you hit enter and download all this stuff, okay, if you go to your download folder, sorry, not download, if you go to your user folder, you can see there is one file called .m2. Okay, you go inside that file, you will see one file called folder called repository. Go to the repository folder. Can you see? So all these things will get downloaded if you download Maven. When you run this command, mvn archetype generate. So it's going to take time. Can you see org folder? There are a lot of stuff. TestNG, there are a lot of TestNG things, a lot of TestNG versions and all. Okay, so it is pointing all this stuff. Same as Selenium HQ, Selenium IE driver, Firefox driver, Edge driver. So there they have mentioned, different things here. Okay, different jar files they have mentioned. Selenium Java, different Selenium version. These are the things they are going to download. So it's going to take time. Okay. Now what we need to do? We need to import this in the Eclipse, this project. This is a project, right? My project I have created. How can I import it into Eclipse? Can I call it a Eclipse project? No, this can be a simple folder also, right? Manually also you can create a folder. But if you see here, for any Eclipse project, I told you earlier, there will be two files. One is .class path, one is .project path. With the help of this file, Eclipse can figure it out, okay, this is one of my project. Otherwise, what's the difference between Eclipse project and a normal folder? Right? I told you earlier all this stuff. So here, if you go, there is no file, such kind of files. So this is not Eclipse project. You can just go ahead and simply create a folder called src and all this folder, right? So how to make it Eclipse project? I need those two files here. To make it Eclipse project, what you can do? You go inside this cd mymvn August 8. Go inside this. After going inside this, you have to run this command. Mvn eclipse means this will make this as a Eclipse project. If I hit enter, After every command, you should get build success message. Otherwise, don't proceed. So it's saying build success. Now, if I go there, can you see these two files? Now it's the Eclipse project. Now Eclipse can figure it out. Okay, this is one of my project, and you can import it into Eclipse. So how to import? Just open the Eclipse. Uh, just opening this workspace. Okay. After opening it, now I can easily import it because this is a Eclipse project. So how to do it? You go to File, you go to Import, click on Import, select it, Existing project into Workspace. Okay, you are importing existing project into Workspace. Click Next. You select the directory. So I am selecting this, or you click on Browse and select it if it is not there. When I'll select, it will show all the project whatever is present inside my workspace. So see, all these things are blurred because all these things are already imported. This is the one which is not imported, so it's showing this August 8. So I'm selecting it, click on Finish. This will import in the Eclipse as a project. Can you see? Here you can see reference library, under that only JUnit. Because in my pom.xml, JUnit 4.11 version is present. If you see, pom.xml JUnit 4.11 version is present. So I am not doing anything manually. Okay, here you can see two folders. One is test.java, one is main.java. So basically, main.java is for developers who are going to write the code. Test.java is for QA guys who are going to write their test cases. Okay, so under this, I have some file called app test. Okay, so basically, these are some sample files. You can delete this file and create your own file. So actually, they are creating some files here, app. So for developers, they created a file called app, means application. And here for QA, they are creating a file called app test. Okay, so that's it, my project. So it's downloaded a sample project. Okay, I can delete it and use in my own. Okay, and I can test it. I can create my own. So I can use testing annotations and all everything. But how to use it? I have to attach all these things, right, with my project reference library. How to attach it? I told you we are not going to attach manually. Otherwise, then what is the point? We might use different versions. So everything should be done by pom.xml. So if I open, I can open pom.xml here also. Okay, you click on pom.xml, it will be in XML format. Here what I told, we have to take care of these dependency sections. Right, we have to take care of these dependency sections. Now, what I'll do, for example, you go to Maven repository. For example, I want to use test-ng. So here you just type test-ng and hit enter. Search. It's showing test-ng. You click here. See, this is the version. Which version you want to download? It's up to you. 6.14.3. Here I'll just show you. I'm going to test-ng. 6.14.3 is already present. For example, these things are not present in test-ng. You'll see it will download here automatically. Okay, under this folder. What I'll do, say for example, I want to download this. I'll click here. This is the, see they have mentioned. You click on Maven tab. These are the different tools in the industry people are using. But anyway, we are using Maven. So let's go to the Maven tab. So it will be in Maven tab by default. These are the dependency section they have mentioned. This I copy it and I'll paste it here. I don't want to use JUnit test engine. Got it? I mentioned test engine. What are the things I need to use? I save it. If I save it and go inside it, can you see the version? So it's automatically identifies and create a folder here and download this jar file. Same way I need to use Selenium also. So go here and type Selenium and search for it. Which version I need to use? Go here. You can use any version. Oh, 3.14 is available. Let me go here. Copy. So this is another dependency I am adding. Before that, let me go and check the test-ng version. Sorry, Selenium version. I'll go seleniumhq.org, Selenium, Selenium Java. I have 3.13. Let me go back and paste one more dependency. Are you getting it? Like this, you can paste all the dependency one by one. What are the things I need? I need test-ng, I need Selenium Java, I need POI. You can search everything here and you can copy this section and paste it. If I go back here, okay, I have not saved. If I go back here and save it, can you see 3.14, one more version? So it's nothing downloaded, slowly it will download. So basically one person will create this file and he will maintain this file and he is going to share this file with everyone in the team. And all the team members should agree that no, we are not going to download anything manually. We will be using this file to download. In this way, we can make sure that we all are using the same version. Correct? So if I am responsible to create this file, I'll create this file and I'll tell you from today onwards, Ankit, Satish and Riddhi, make sure that you don't download anything manually, any jar files. Use these files to download. So in this way, we all can make sure that we all are in the same page. We all are using the same version. Correct? So clear till now? Yeah, Ankit, Satish, it's clear? Okay. Are you guys able to hear me clearly?
Yeah, Abhishek.
Okay. So this is the way we can make sure you all are using the same version. So I'll be updating this file, I'll be creating this file and I'll be sharing it with you. So we all will be using this file in the team. We will not be doing anything manually. So Maven is nothing but just to make sure you all are in the same page, you all are using the same version of everything. Because there might be a lot of dependency. If you try to download manually, it will be very confusing. So as of now, go ahead with these two. So I have mentioned everything, save the file, that's it. Now what I need to do, yeah, I have downloaded everything. So you have to write mvn compile. Mvn compile, what it is going to do, he will compile, he will read the form.x. Mvn compile. Mvn compile, what he will do, he will download the latest jar file under this repository. Okay, mvn compile, hit enter. He will compile and he will see if everything is fine or not. It should show, always you should get a build success message. So he compiled and can you see this jar file? Earlier there are two files, now you can see these jar files. He compiled same way under test.ng folder also you can see. So compilation is fine, means everything is going fine. Next is you have to, in the Eclipse project property, Java build path libraries, add variable. So you have to go to your Eclipse, right click, go to project properties, Java build path. Okay, then add variables. Here you can create config variable, you can create new, and here you have to write m2 underscore repo, and you have to give the repository path. Basically, repository path is nothing but your this path, m2 repository. This folder you have to give. I have already given, so you don't have to do anything, and you can't give the name, and you can't modify it also now. See, this folder you have to give so that your Eclipse should figure it out where all the repository you are downloading, right? You have to tell your Eclipse where you are downloading all the repository. You have to write m2 repo and give this file path. See, not modifiable, and apply and close. So I'm telling Eclipse here all my repositories are present. So all these things you have to download from there. You have to attach it from there. Fine. So all the repositories are there here. Now, you have to add all these things I told you already. You did ambient compile. Now I have to attach it with the Eclipse. All the jar files I need to reflect to the Eclipse. For that you need to run this command mvn eclipse colon eclipse. Oh, it's not copying controls. Mvn eclipse colon eclipse. Hit enter. He's going to download all the stuff and he's going to attach it with the Eclipse. Build success. If I go back here and refresh it, can you see all the jars under reference library, which is coming from this path? See the path. Repository org, Selenium HQ, Selenium 3.14 and all. Everything he attached. So I didn't do anything manually. With the help of command I am using it. And which version is downloading? C 3.14. Okay. So he's going to do everything for you. You don't have to do anything. So I'm not attaching manually here now. In this way, I can make sure we all are using the same version. Then we can start working on our project. Okay. So mvn eclipse colon eclipse, with the help of this command, I can attach everything. Okay. Now you can just do some validation and you can check. So that's it. Now if I go to my project, see these all are downloaded. There is one target folder. As of now, you can't see anything, but I will show you. So to validate your project, you have to open this. You have to write mvn compile to compile your project. So first, actually, you have to do mvn validate. If you do compile, it will run mvn validate also internally. But anyway, it's compiling. I'm writing mvn validate. It will validate everything is fine or not. Now what you can do, you can create some files folder, and now the normal way under this, you can delete this file, you can create your own file, dot class file and all. You can continue the normal way, how we did it. So Marvin is only to maintain the same version. So you can download some sample project and you can create this build pom.xml file. With the help of pom.xml file, you can make sure that we all are using the same version. We all are under the same path. Okay, so I'll share this pom.xml to you and I'll tell you, boss, use it. Don't use anything else. Don't do it manually. Right? So in this way, I can make sure that, okay, we all are using the same version of testing. We all are using the same version of Selenium Java WebDriver. Otherwise, how will you maintain? It will be very confusing. Someone will use this, someone will use 3.13, someone will use 3.11, someone will use 3.14. There will be a lot of dependent jar files. So this is the only way we all can ensure that we all are using the same version. But everyone should agree that, okay, we are not going to do it manually. We will be doing with the help of command prompt. And this file will be maintained by only one person in the team. Whenever there will be any version change or we all decided we are going to upgrade our version, he will be creating this pom.xml. He will upgrade this pom.xml and he will share it with everyone. Okay, so this is the way we can maintain it. Now you'll be creating a lot of packages and all this stuff. Now, if I want to share my packages with anyone, I can create a jar file of my project and give it, right? Like web developer guys, they created their jar file, they created their lot of class interface and all. They created a lot of methods inside those, and now we are able to use it. The same way I can create, jar files of this project. Inside that I can create some class, I can create some methods and all, and I can tell you guys, boss, you can use it. So how to make those jar files? To make those jar files, you can just run this command mvn package. If I run this command, you can see one package under your target folder. I'll write mvn package, hit enter. You see one jar now here. Can you see? That's it, it's done, build success. Can you see? This is my project name and this is the version. Remember, while running the code, it was showing this version. So he's saying this is your project, this is the version number. Now you can share this jar file with anyone. Someone can download this jar and use your class methods and all and use it. So that's it. What is Maven? So basically using Maven, we all can make sure that we all are using the same version. Okay, so these files are also in there. If you want now, here I mentioned if you want, you can just, change the file name and you can do all this stuff. Only thing is you have to upgrade it, and using some command you have to attach those jar files with your project. In this way, we all can make sure you all are using the same version. Instead of every person, download it manually from the internet and attaching it with our project manually, it will create a big confusion at the end. Who is using what version? If there are 20-30 members in the team. So go ahead with this form.xml. There will be instruction in the team. Don't do anything manually. Okay. Now you can create your class, right click, new, you can create a normal class, test-ng class, you can do whatever you wanted to do, you can configure ANT, you can configure XSLT, you can configure whatever along with this and you can continue. So Maven is creating a project with the pom.xml and attaching all the jars with the help of pom.xml instead of doing it manually. That's it. That's the requirement for Selenium in Maven, nothing else. Okay, clear? That's it, Maven. Okay, so thank you.